Upon arriving in the city, the player receives his first fright, as a vicious madwoman kills a man outside of the bathysphere. And then tries to tear her way into the sphere, where the player remains trapped. When the woman finally gives up, the player is introduced to Atlas, the first truly friendly face in this dystopia.
I'm Atlas, and I aim to keep you alive.
After exiting the bathysphere, the player begins to explore Rapture, which is quickly revealed to be a hostile, savage, and sad place. Once a great marvel, now barely a functioning ruin, Rapture represents a world gone utterly mad. After grabbing a trusty wrench for defense, the player soon ends up defending himself against a deranged man. Shortly after that, the player is introduced to Atom and plasmids. Atom is a chemical that is injected to provide the user with powers.
Steady now. Your genetic code is being rewritten. Just hold on and everything will be fine.
While your character drifts in and out of consciousness on the floor, players are visited by the three different classes of Rapture's inhabitants. First are the Splicers.
This little fish looks like he just had his cherry popped. Wonder if he's still got some Atom on him.
The Splicers are scared off by the second and third types of inhabitants, Big Daddies and Little Sisters.
Look, Mr. Bubbles, it's an angel. I can see light coming from his belly. Wait a minute, he's still breathing. It's all right. I know he'll be an angel soon.
Now let's take a moment to examine these three classes. First we have Splicers. Splicers are men and women who have gone crazy from withdrawal from Atom and turned violent. They stalk the halls and rooms of this once great city looking for Atom to feed their cravings while moaning, crying, and hallucinating over their past lives.
No.
Secondly, we have Little Sisters. Little Sisters were once regular children that had special sea slugs embedded in their bodies to produce large quantities of Atom.
Somebody went and turned a sweet baby girl into a monster.
As such, they are highly sought after by Splicers who crave that Atom. And third, we have Big Daddies. Big Daddies were once normal humans who have been drastically mutated and fit into large armored diving suits. They are compelled to protect the Little Sisters by special pheromones that the girls produce. Similarly, Little Sisters implicitly trust Big Daddies who produce enticing pheromones of their own. These three groups form the bulk of the inhabitants that the players will meet, interact, and fight with. Now back to Jack. When he wakes up, he finds that he can now wield genetic powers called plasmids. Plasmids come in a large variety, such as electricity,
But there's nothing like a fistful of lightning now, is there?
telepathy, fire blasts, and ice blasts, as well as more tactical choices, such as Enrage, which turns your enemies on one another, and Target Dummy, which creates an illusionary version of yourself that attracts the attention of your pursuers. With defensive and offensive capabilities, as well as puzzle-solving uses, plasmids will form a significant part of every player's arsenal. Of course, plasmids aren't the only weapons at Jack's disposal. Alongside the trusty wrench, there is the pistol, shotgun, machine gun, crossbow, chemical thrower, grenade launcher, and a camera to take pictures of enemies to gain special combat bonuses. As the player proceeds through the dangerous city of Rapture, you gather items, fight with more Splicers, and learn more about Atlas.
Listen, I've got a family. I need to get them out of here. But the Splicers have cut me off from them. If you can reach them in Neptune's bounty, then maybe, just maybe. I know you must feel like the unluckiest man in the world right now, but you're the only hope I'll ever see my wife and child again. Go to Neptune's bounty. Find my family, please.
With this new goal of finding Atlas's family, players set out toward Neptune's bounty to save them. On the way, Jack faces hard times as security alarms are set off, and he has to defend himself from many more splicers. Jack tries to run away, but he soon discovers that he has been found by Andrew Ryan, the city's founder, and the man who sent the splicers. Unfortunately, Ryan believes Jack to be a hostile intruder.
Oh, Christ! You're trapped! Gonna try to override the exit from here!
So tell me, friend, which one of the bitches sent you? The KGB wolf or the CIA jackal? Here's the news. Rapture isn't some sunken ship for you to plunder. And Andrew Ryan isn't a giddy socialite who could be slapped around by government muscle. And with that, farewell, or до свидания, Jerry.
Thanks to Atlas's quick efforts to hack the door, Jack escapes and continues to make his way toward Neptune's bounty through the medical pavilion, all the while meeting new splicers and learning more about Rapture through audio diaries found around the city and psychic hallucinations caused by Adam.
Stop!